Hello, my dear friends of grade 4. Hope you are all well and doing fine. Today, inshallah, we are going to talk about other objects found in the space. So, we don't only have planets and moons and the sun, we have other things found in the space. Till now, the space has no end, because with more technology, we actually discover more and more about space and discover more planets, for example. So, in this lesson, we are going to talk about other objects found in space. For example, the star. What do you mean by the sun? Constellations. If you guys heard about them before, that's nice. Galaxy and universe. But before we begin, I want you guys to tell me what would you want to see in the space? Well, for me, I always wondered if the stars that we see all the time are actually found in our solar system. But as I grow up, I discovered that those stars are way far from our galaxy. Like we only have one star in our solar system. So, as a beginning, what is a star? A star is not just a ball that gives us light and that's it. No, it's a super heated burning gases. Those gases are burning all the time. So, if I wanted to say what do I mean by a star, we say it's a huge ball of superheated gases or burning gases. Star gives both light and heat. Talking about the star of our solar system, it's the sun. So, the sun is the star found in the center of our solar system. And it's the largest object in our solar system. And that's why it has the most powerful gravity. That's why all planets orbit around the star because its gravity attracts all of them, leaving them in their orbits. Well, from the Earth, we can only see that the star is a ball of light, but we also get heat from it. It's made up of burning gases, mostly hydrogen and helium. Well, the sun sometimes has spots, we can say kind of dark spots. These are called sunspots, not the one that we see on our skin, but those dark places do not emit or do not give off the same amount of heat and energy as the rest of the sun. So we can say that those dark areas are weaker than the rest. They do not give enough energy, not like the rest of the sun. But that doesn't mean that they are cold. Okay. Well, now we know that the sun is the source of the energy, heat, and light. Without it, life would never exist on Earth. Some people can see these red streams or loops coming out if you get to see it by, of course, satellites and other spaceships that can take pictures of the sun. We cannot see it from here. So these hot fountains of gas they happen to be near the sunspots, and those are called solar flares. Okay, solar flares. I know some of you guys have heard about this in some games. I think it was Fortnite or maybe PUBG. I have no idea, but yeah, I heard this word before, solar flares. So solar flares are those fountains of gases that we see on the surface of the sun, and they are always found next to the sunspots. Now, the color of the star. We can say that the sun is kind of yellow, but there are other colors with the stars, and the color of the star tell us what its temperature is. Like, is it too hot? Is it too cold? Is it like medium heat? So, for example, the coolest stars are red ones. I know that's surprising because most people think like red, means hot, but in stars it's the opposite. Red stars are the coolest, while blue stars are the hottest stars. Well, before we move to anything, You guys must know that the sun is kind of in the medium between all of those. Hope you guys have questions and you can ask me anytime. Those are some questions that we can answer now. What does a star's color tell about the star? So we can say it tells its temperature. That's right. Why is the sun important to people on Earth? Well, because it provides us with energy like heat and light. What is the sun made up of? Well, it's made up of different gases, mostly hydrogen and helium, and those are burning gases. Which color star is the hottest? What do you guys think? It's the red one? Yes. No, it's not the red one. It's actually the blue one. Yes. While the coolest is actually the red stars. Our sun, or the star in our solar system, it's kind of medium size, yellow color, and it's between the hottest and the coolest, which is nice because imagine if we had the hottest star, that would be so bad for the Earth, right? So yeah, it's medium size, it's yellow colored, and it's between the hottest and the coolest, which makes it perfect so it can provide life on Earth. Now the stars go through stages, different stages, like they are actually formed through stages, not like life cycle, but it's the same. So first they form from clouds. Those clouds are made up of dust and gases. These clouds get squeezed, as you guys can see here in the picture. And as they are as when they are squeezed enough, they change and they form the star. Well, then the star begins to change and it turns into light and heat. And after billions of years, most of this mass of the stars actually is converted or changes into light and heat. You can guys search for more information about how stars are born. That would be amazing too. This part's for reading only. Just wanted to show you a sneak peek about the star. Now we move to constellations. What are constellations? Some people can say that stars make, a certain pattern or shapes. Those are called constellations. So we can say that a constellation is a group of stars that form an imaginary picture in the sky. Like the Big Dipper, okay, this one belongs to a group of stars called Ursa Major. This is the Big Dipper. Let me show it to you guys. So if I decided to draw a line, for example, let me show you. We can say that it forms an imaginary line of the Big Dipper, Big Bear. Yeah. Here, this is the Ursa Major where the Big Dipper belongs. Let me show it to you in here. Just let me take this off. So if you guys zoomed into here, you will see the Big Dipper, a part of it. Let me zoom into it. Can you see? This is the Big Dipper, it belongs to it, to a big major or big group of stars. In ancient times, people used to give names to these shapes, okay? And you can see different shapes, how they look differently. And constellations are, we said, a group of stars in our own galaxy. And constellations used to be helpful for people because people used to use them and as landmarks. So sailors used to use them to find their ways, before having maps and stuff like that. So they used to take them as a landmark for a certain direction, which was really helpful. Some people still use them till now, but now, I mean, we have GPS and other things that can help us with moving. But some people like, the old fashioned ways in sailing. So I don't know if you guys seen this before, but I have seen it before. This is what we call the Milky Way. This thing in the sky, can you see it? This is actually our galaxy, Milky Way. How can we see the galaxy while we are inside of it? Well, we don't see all of it, but we see arms because the Milky Way is actually made up of arms. Can you see this? All the arms coming out of it? So the Milky Way is the galaxy in which our solar system is found. It's like a dot somewhere here. It's so small. A galaxy is a huge system of gases, dust, and stars. They contain billions and billions of stars. Our sun is actually on the edge of the Milky Way. Can you imagine that? So it's like a dot between all these small dots. Can you guys imagine how small our solar system is? The Milky Way is one of the billions, I'm sorry, it's one of the millions galaxies found in the universe. We have different shapes of galaxies. We have the spiral galaxy, like our galaxy, Milky Way. It looks spiral. Can you guys see it? We also have the buried spiral, which means it has like two main arms, only two main arms, not many arms like here, just two arms coming out from it. Other galaxies look like balls or eggs. Others don't have actually a regular shape, like just, an irregular shape or no regular shape. The last but not least is the universe. I mean, yeah, it's like everything that exists in space, literally, and has no end till today. Because as I said at the beginning, with more technology, we actually discover more and more about our universe. So, what is a universe again? It's like everything that exists in the space, everything, galaxies, stars, planets, asteroids, black hole, everything belongs to the word the universe. So, that was it for everything. Hope you guys like this lesson. If you have any questions, don't hesitate in sending it to me as soon as possible. Thank you very much and see you soon.